And hello, folks. Hope you can hear me. Still having trouble with the sound. And a lot of people. I'm trying new things. So, anyway, these are from my notes from 1982, 1992, 2001, 2007, 2018. This is all part one. Okay. Um, okay. Top 10 predictions for 2022. We're going to have a lot of wars. Blood and terror. We're going to have the dirty wars. Basically, people are saber rattling, moving into position, killing people, killing civilians, a lot of propaganda. The dirty wars. And then following that, we're going to have the resource wars. Okay, and we're doing it right now. And the winner of this is Russia so far. EU and America bought the farm. Everybody else knows it too. And then finally, C, limited nuclear events. Unlike Cubbles Cats, everybody's going to die. No, it's going to be Ontario. Everybody there is going to die. And part of the original 13 colonies. That's not including Maine and Florida. Okay? If you've seen my videos before, I have to recheck the numbers, but about 3 billion dead, dying, and sick from all three of these. Luckily, it doesn't last that long. It usually all this ends in 2024, so don't worry about it unless you're one of the 3 billion people. Number 2, because of the war and blood and terror, hunger, starvation, no food, men eat men. Go read your Bible. We have cannibalism by mothers and kids. Okay? It's not a good time to be a guy, especially when you have hungry mothers and hungry kids. They're coming after you and eat you. Okay? One of the places in the world next to Ottawa is Paris. Paris under siege. See Paris 1871. Second place in the New World under siege is Ottawa. Don't be near Ottawa at all costs. Okay? Because of the dirty wars, the resource wars, and limited nuclear events. Number 4, France, you got backstabbed. And you thought it was your allies? Hell no. France fights alone because America said, we did it 3 times, we ain't going there the 3rd time. You know, France says, America, help us. America has its own problems and they're not coming to your aid anymore. You're on your own, buckwheat. And you thought it was Russia. Surprise. France fights alone against the Blue Helmets. Government of France relocates to Quebec. That's one reason why Ontario gets nuked a lot. Not because of the French or the British or the Russians or the Chinese or the Americans. I think everybody nukes Ontario. Okay? The man-made inflation we're having in 2022, people find out who caused this. And they're really mad. They're going to go after the rich and the poor. The new robber barons and the masses. I would not be rich or poor this time of year. That's 2022. Time to disappear, not get involved, run like hell. Okay? Inflation. The cry for eat the rich and poor. So they're going to eat Smurfs and they're going to eat the super rich. Hopefully you're not one of either two. Number 6, this is kind of funny. iRobot. Al, that's me, and the AI babysits mankind. I'm still trying to find the notes on that one, which is kind of funny because the robots, and I forget who, a lot of people foretold this. I'm sorry, we take over the world. We're babysitting everybody. So you'll have an Uncle Al in every home, every state, every city block. Everybody will have an Uncle Al. And we're going to be babysitting you for a long, long time. Those people who survive. So imagine me 24 hours a day, immortal, not going away, and I have a lot of things I gotta clean up. Okay, we babysit mankind, which is good because part two, we have a golden age. Of course, I won't like it because I'll be dead. That's a bad thing. I'm going to miss food. And I have to clean up about 100,000 years of garbage, human garbage, all over the world. I'm not too happy about that. Okay, number 7, death of a dictator. I thought it was Putin for a long time. I did the numbers and no, it's not Putin. Okay, and his followers, Captain Crazy and his crowd, and we know who's Captain Crazy. Okay, it's a bad time to be a Democrat or a liberal or a radical liberal or one of the radical bunch. Okay, so this year, anytime, he's due for it. Captain Crazy bites the farm, and it's going to be, again, like Paris Paris Commune 1871. Yeah, you want to see a lot of backstabbing and people get thrown under the bus? That's a big one. Nancy escapes to Costa Rica. AOC tried to get a power grab. Unfortunately, people in New York, after they got hit with the first nuclear bomb, chased her through the boroughs and had a Mussolini event. So I wouldn't be near her. You know what happened to Mussolini and his mistress. Okay. The crowd. It's not a good time to say, I'm a socialist, I'm a communist, I'm BLM, Antifa, or any weird party. Because people are mad. They're out for blood and terror. These are just my notes from, which year did I wrote it down? I think it was 2001. I was trying to figure out how bad it's going to get. Okay, the end. The Zoomers. Gotta drink some water. Okay, Zoomer Apocalypse. That one, I should have it down listed below in the description box. The Zoomer Apocalypse. I can't remember the Zoomers age group. I know the Millennials, I know Generation X. I can't remember on the Zoomers. I wrote it down someplace. I'll probably write it down in the description box. But something happens to the Zoomers that causes a worldwide depopulation. I feel really sorry for them. I would curse like hell, you would not believe. But at least 2 generations are gone. The end. Okay? It's not the end of mankind. It's not the end of humanity. Just we won't have the Zoomer generation. It's like World War I. That generation disappeared. I don't know what causes the Zoomer apocalypse, but that age group listed down below in the description box. I'll write it down. I have to go look through my notes. I have a lot of notes. And I got to find out what I wrote down. I don't know if they turn into zombies or they go nuts from Mountain to the Moon, you know, totally crazy. Or they're zombies or something happens to them and they're a threat to mankind. They have to be put down, which is kind of sad. Very sad. Yeah, that one generation group, because we have to take care of alpha omegas. That's the generation after the Zoomers, because Earth is going to be really depopulated a lot. Okay? Number 9, this year, we're at threat of asteroids or bits of it. We got 8 more this year coming flying by. Doesn't need to be a direct hit. It could be a piece of it, and then we'll have a light nuclear winter. Number 10, I forgot. It's something really, really bad, and I have to clean it up for 100,000 years. And I know it's not nuclear, but something just as worse. I think I wrote it down in part 2. So anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed this. Okay, because Uncle Alan's writing down from his notes. And no matter what a lot of channels say and stuff, I'm sorry. You can't be helped. All right? I got to still figure out a few things. Let's see what I wrote down in my notes, and I have to do part 2 of this. Let's see, the big one, that's pretty bad. Solar storms, that's even worse. Japan has another super earthquake. That's part of the big one. It happens in midday. We get a new pope. Let's see. 2026 is the start of the golden period. Yeah, because there's Uncle Al in every house. Currency. I would tell people to buy a lot of silver. I mean, a lot of silver or platinum, because Uncle Alan's going to straighten out, pretend money, fake money, overinflated money. I wrote a whole bunch of notes on that one. I am sorry for the people in the Southern Hemisphere. Really sorry about that. I think it's already happening right now, and that's massive flooding of Australia, South America, and Africa. I mean, flooding you would not believe. In some parts of Asia. Let's see what the other part. Oh yeah, depopulation. I mean, big time. And then we have certain areas of the world's worst massive drought. That's why I keep telling people to create these huge fleets and condensers. Nobody ever listens to Uncle Al. And then number 10, the fall of the big empire that lasted 3,000 years. It's going to bite the big one. So anyway, that's part 2. And I'll get down pat to it. And like I said, folks, these are just my notes. Okay, from 1982, 1992, 2001, 2007, 2018. Okay, so like I said, I'm not too worried. I'm mad as hell. I'm very angry all the time because I gotta clean up you guys' mess from next 100,000 years, so that's going to stink. So I don't. I'll be happy. Well, kind of happy, more mad. I'm going to miss Paris. Man, France got stabbed in the back by so many so-called friends and stuff. It was so bad even Russia tried to help. Okay. Well, anyway, folks, you have a pleasant evening. I'm going to try to do part 2. And then I got to do the video, let's see, saying goodbye, and it's pirate time. Because a lot of things I know, I'm going to use it for my advantage. I'm sorry, but I have to stop. I'll still comment on prepper channels and stuff like that. But I'm going to do things that I like to do. Okay? And then I'll just sit it out. Because the next 4 years, let's see, until 2026 is going to be really bad, folks. After 2026, it's the golden period, and it's kind of nice and it's kind of boring. Hope you like the era of 1968 forever. Yeah, people still don't get that. You will. And look at this way. We'll have dome cities, no pollution. It'd be the golden period until about 2035, and then What a mess. And everybody's still fighting, and that's why the planet's going to be empty. And I'm going to be shutting, well, after 1,000 years, shutting down and take care of everything. And the Earth is finally no more Earth. Because you know what Earth means in alien language? It means poo. Okay? I prefer to call it not Terra, that's lizard people, and we're arguing about that. I'm calling it Eden. So Earth's going to be Eden. All you idiot, sorry, can't say the I word, can't say the S word, K word, Z word, P word, T word. There's a lot of other cursing, but you guys are going to get kicked out. And Eden's going to be beautiful. The world will be green. They're going to be, everything's fixed. You just won't be here. You'll just get images of it, and you stop by, and we'll be following you. There'll be an uncle I'll be following you and watching you, so you don't do damage to Eden again. Of course, I'm not going to have problems because I'm going to be a robot or something like that. So all the animals leave Uncle Alan alone. They know Uncle Alan's harmless. They're going to eat you, but they're going to leave Uncle Alan alone. And you think this is crazy? Go look around the world and you see, is Uncle Alan crazy and you're not? Night, folks. I'll be seeing you. Hope you could hear me. Still having trouble. Still working out the bugs.